Sometimes the people who smile the most are hiding the darkest truths. And sometimes the ones closest to you are the very ones silently trying to destroy you. They don't raise their voices, they don't show their true colors in the beginning, but over time, their actions, their silence, their manipulation, it all begins to expose the evil within. This video is a deep and eye-opening journey into the hidden world of those who walk beside you, but are filled with poisonous intent. We're not talking about obvious enemies, we're talking about the ones who wear masks, pretend to care, but leave you drained, confused, and broken. There comes a moment in every person's life when they wake up, not from sleep, but from the lies they were told, from the manipulations they believed, and from the pain they silently carried for too long. That moment changes everything. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it's quiet, deep, and powerful. When you realize that you are not here to be controlled, to be used, or to be treated like your feelings don't matter, you begin to take back the pen and rewrite your story. This is the moment a narcissist fears the most, because for so long, they felt in control. They believed they could guilt you, confuse you, make you doubt yourself, and always win. But when you start to grow emotionally, when your mind begins to clear and your heart begins to heal, you are no longer the same person. You no longer cry at their silence. You no longer beg for their approval. You no longer twist yourself into someone else just to be accepted. You begin to walk differently. You speak with confidence, not fear. You say no without feeling guilty. And when they see this shift, they feel something they're not used to: powerlessness. Narcissists feed on weakness, but now you are strong, and not just strong in your actions, but strong in your soul, because you found something deeper than their approval. You found peace in Allah. You found strength in prayer. You found meaning in patience. And when that happens, their tricks don't work anymore. They might try to guilt you with words that once broke you, but now they sound empty. They might give you silent treatment, thinking you'll panic, but now you enjoy the silence. They might play the victim and say you're heartless, but now you know the truth. You've tasted the sweetness of clarity, and you're not willing to go back to confusion. This is what makes you dangerous to the narcissist. You no longer dance to their rhythm. You no longer fear their reaction. You've seen behind the mask, and you've outgrown the story they kept writing for you. And this change, this glow, this strength, it didn't come from people. It came from Allah. It came from your nights in prayer, your moments in tears, your deep reflection when everyone else thought you were fine. The strength you have now wasn't born in comfort. It was born in pain, in patience, in silence. And because of that, it cannot be taken away. The narcissist realizes that they are no longer the center of your world. You no longer need them, and more importantly, you no longer fear them. They lose control, and their ego cannot handle it. That's when they start to panic. They may try to twist your truth. They may try to get others to see you differently. They may even act kinder just to pull you back in. But this time, your eyes are open, your heart is guarded, your steps are guided by faith. You are no longer a prisoner to their moods or words. You are free because you have submitted your heart to Allah, not to people. And this freedom is the most beautiful form of power. It makes you walk with grace. It makes you speak with truth. It makes you calm in the storm and firm in the test. You don't need to shout to prove you've changed. Your silence speaks. Your peace speaks. Your refusal to be controlled speaks. And that message is louder than anything. So let the narcissist try. Let them watch you rise. Let them realize that the person they once played with is gone. In their place stands someone who knows who they are, who knows what they deserve, and who knows that no one can break a person protected by Allah. This is your moment of power, not over others, but over your own life. And when you claim that power, nothing can shake you again. When a narcissist finally sees that you are no longer weak, no longer begging, and no longer under their spell, they don't just walk away silently, they panic. Not because they loved you, not because they care about losing you, but because they have lost control, and control is everything to them. They fed off your silence, your confusion, your fear of being alone. They enjoyed watching you walk on eggshells, but when that changes, when you start speaking with clarity, when you choose peace over drama, and when you set boundaries, they can't break, they feel powerless, and narcissists cannot stand that feeling. That's when they move to their final weapon, their secret card, the one trick they use when all else fails. It's not loud, it's not direct, it's called the smear campaign. They go behind your back and start telling others a twisted story. They pretend to be the victim, the one who tried so hard to save the relationship, the one who only ever loved and cared. And they paint you as the cruel one, the selfish one, the person who changed. They may use words that sound gentle, but every sentence is crafted to poison your image. They might say they're just concerned. They might say they're confused about what happened. But inside, they know exactly what they're doing. They are not seeking help, they are seeking revenge. Because if they can't control your mind, they will try to control how others see you. They want you to feel cornered, isolated, and judged. They want others to turn against you so that you'll come running back to explain yourself, to fix your image, to seek their approval once again. But don't fall for it. This trick only works on those who don't know the truth. And even if people believe their lies for a while, truth always finds its way to light. Your job is not to defend yourself to everyone who hears their story. Your job is to remain calm, focused, and anchored in your relationship with Allah, because Allah knows. He knows your heart, your effort, your tears, your silence. He knows how long you stayed quiet just to keep peace. He knows how many chances you gave, how many times you forgave, and how deeply it hurt to finally walk away. When you break free from manipulation, the enemy will not clap for you. They will try everything to pull you back. They'll twist the narrative. They'll talk to your friends, your family, your coworkers, all in the hope that someone will carry their poison to you. But don't drink it. Don't entertain their lies. Don't argue with their drama. You've already won the battle by choosing yourself, your sanity, and your soul. Let them speak. Let them act. Let them play their game. You are not playing anymore. You are walking a different path now, a path of light, of truth, of strength. Your silence speaks louder than their noise. Your peace is more powerful than their chaos. And your connection with Allah is the shield that no lie can break. Yes, it might hurt to see others believe their words. Yes, it might feel unfair that someone who hurt you is pretending to be the one who was hurt. But don't worry, time reveals everything. Character speaks louder than stories, and those who know you, really know you, will see through the mask. Even if they don't today, they will tomorrow. What matters most is not what the narcissist says, but who you become after the storm. Will you stay bitter or become better? Will you let their lies break you, or let your truth build you? You've already made the hardest decision, to walk away from something that was destroying your soul. Don't look back now. Let them use their trick. Let them act like the hero. Let them wear their mask, because you no longer need to expose them. Your growth, your silence, and your peace will do that for you. And while they spend their energy trying to ruin your name, you spend your energy building your future, healing your heart, and walking with Allah by your side. That is the real victory. That is the power they'll never understand. And that is the one thing they can never take away from you again. When someone attacks your character, when they lie about you, twist your words, and try to turn others against you, the natural response is to fight back, to shout your truth, to defend yourself in every room where your name is being dragged through the dirt. But Islam teaches a higher path, a path not based on ego, but on wisdom, not on reaction, but on response. Islam doesn't teach us to let people walk all over us, but it teaches us to protect our dignity without losing our peace. You see, when a narcissist spreads lies about you, they want one thing, a reaction. They want you to scream, to fight, to beg others to believe your side. Because when you do that, you look unstable, you look angry, and they sit back pretending to be the calm one. But when you respond with silence and wisdom, when you stay calm while they throw fire, you become a mirror that shows their ugliness, not by your words, but by your peace. That is the beauty of Islamic character. You don't need to speak much. You don't need to explain yourself to everyone. You just need to stay close to Allah and let your actions speak. When people come to you with gossip, don't feed it. When they come with questions, answer with grace. And when they come with judgment, let it fall from your shoulders like dust. Because you know something they don't, that Allah knows everything. He knows who is lying. He knows who stayed silent to keep peace. He knows who cried alone and asked for guidance. And in the end, it is His judgment that matters, not the opinions of those fooled by a mask. Islam teaches that when people wrong you, you have two options. You can seek justice with fairness, or you can forgive for the sake of Allah. Both are honorable, but whichever you choose, do it with dignity. Don't drop to the level of the one who hurt you. Don't start using the same tactics they used against you. Keep your tongue clean, your heart soft, and your intentions pure. That is strength. That is courage. That is faith in action. The Prophet never begged people to believe him when they called him names. He didn't chase after those who accused him of false things. He stood firm, he prayed, he cried to Allah, and he waited. And every lie eventually faded. Every attack turned into a lesson, and every hardship made him stronger. You are not weak for staying silent. You are not weak for walking away. You are strong because you chose your peace over petty battles. You are strong because you trust that Allah will clear your name, lift your heart, and replace what was lost. So the next time someone attacks your character, don't lose sleep trying to fix their opinion. Don't waste your breath explaining yourself to people who already made up their mind. Protect your energy, protect your soul, and most importantly, protect your connection with Allah. Because at the end of the day, people forget, people lie, and people judge. But Allah never forgets, never lies, and always judges with truth. Let that be your comfort. Let that be your strength. Let that be your weapon in a world full of false stories. And when you carry yourself with this kind of faith, you don't need to say a word to prove who you are. Your presence alone speaks volumes. You become untouchable, not because you fight every battle, but because you trust Allah to fight for you. And that kind of trust is more powerful than any defense, any argument, any lie. That kind of trust gives you peace that no narcissist can take away. So walk with your head high, your heart open, and your eyes fixed on the one who sees it all. Because that is how Islam teaches you to rise, not by destroying others, but by rising above them. When someone decides to ruin your name because they can no longer control your life, the pain can be deep. You might wonder why they are doing this when all you wanted was peace. You might feel shocked that someone who once smiled in your face is now speaking behind your back. But this is the reality of dealing with narcissistic people. When they lose control, they don't let go, they attack. And they don't attack directly, they do it through whispers, lies, and planted doubts. They start speaking to those around you, twisting your story, turning your truth into their fiction. This is what they call a smear campaign, and it's not just gossip, it's emotional warfare. It's designed to hurt your reputation, your peace, your relationships. But the question is, how do you protect yourself from something so sneaky, so hidden, so unfair? The answer is not in fighting fire with fire. The answer is found in guarding your peace, building your faith, and walking a path that's above their reach. You protect yourself by choosing the company you keep. Stay close to people who truly know your heart, people who have seen your actions, your sincerity, and your struggle. These are the people who won't be fooled by stories. And if some people do believe the lies, let them go. Don't chase them. Don't try to convince them, because those who are quick to believe falsehood without hearing your side were never truly loyal to you in the first place. And you don't need that kind of weakness around you. You also protect yourself by staying silent when silence is power. Not every attack deserves a response. Sometimes your peace is the strongest reply. When you don't react to their lies, it shows strength. It shows you are not desperate to be believed. You are content with what Allah knows. You are not seeking their approval. You are seeking Allah's protection, and that protection is better than anything people can give. Another way to protect yourself is through prayer. Prayer is your shield. Your connection with Allah is your armor. When you raise your hands and pour your pain into His mercy, you are no longer alone. You are being wrapped in a layer of divine care. You are being defended by the one who knows every heart, every intention, every lie. No smear campaign can stand against that. You also protect yourself by refusing to become like them. Don't let their evil change your character. Don't let their lies make you bitter. Stay kind, stay humble, stay truthful. Because the moment you start using the same tricks they used, you lose your light, and your light is what they feared the most. It's why they started attacking you, because your truth made their lies uncomfortable. Your strength exposed their weakness. Your peace made their drama useless. That's the real reason they want to hurt you now, not because you failed, but because you grew. You became stronger. You stopped being easy to control, and that's something they cannot handle. So let them speak, let them act. You keep walking, keep growing, keep trusting Allah, because this smear campaign is not your end. It's your beginning. It's the part of your story where everything painful starts turning into power, where every tear turns into wisdom, where every lie against you becomes a reason for Allah to raise your status. So protect yourself, not just with distance, but with dua, not just with silence, but with strength, not just with patience, but with purpose. You are not here to fix people's opinion. You are here to build your peace, your character, your faith. And as long as you are doing that, no campaign, no gossip, no lie can ever destroy you. Because the truth has a strange way of coming out, not when you fight, but when you stay firm, stay kind, and stay connected to Allah. Let that be your shield. Let that be your comfort. And never forget, the more they try to pull you down, the higher Allah is preparing to raise you. After all the lies, after the smear campaigns, after watching you walk away with strength and dignity, the narcissist might try something unexpected. They come back, not with truth, not with real change, but with an apology, a carefully crafted, sweet-sounding apology. But deep down, you know it's not sincere. It's just another trap. Because narcissists don't apologize to heal. They apologize to reopen the door they lost access to. They don't regret the harm they caused. They regret losing control over you. So they appear with soft words, emotional eyes, maybe even tears. They say things like, "I miss you, let's forget the past. I didn't mean to hurt you," and for a moment, you feel confused. Your heart softens. You remember the good moments. You want to believe this time they mean it. But inside, there's a voice telling you to be careful. That voice is not fear. That voice is wisdom. Because when an apology is real, it comes with change. It comes with humility. It comes with responsibility. It doesn't blame you. It doesn't pressure you. It doesn't rush you. But a narcissist's apology is just a performance. They don't admit what they did. They twist it. They say, "You were too sensitive," or "I only reacted because of what you said." They flip the story to make you feel like you were the problem all along. That's not an apology. That's manipulation dressed in polite words. And Islam teaches us that real repentance isn't just saying sorry. It's turning away from sin with a sincere heart. It's admitting the wrong, feeling genuine regret, and working to make things right. Not for a moment, but permanently. A narcissist doesn't do that. They only want access. They want to get close again so they can continue the cycle, hurt you, apologize, repeat, And every time you take them back, they become smarter, colder, more dangerous, because now they know what works. They know what words make you melt. They know how to pull your heartstrings. And if you fall for it again, the pain returns. This is why you need to protect your heart, not just from their anger, but from their fake kindness. The soft voice of a narcissist is more dangerous than their silence, because when they speak sweetly, they confuse your mind and break your boundaries. But you are not the same person anymore. You've grown, you've healed, you've seen the truth, and you must trust what Allah has shown you. You didn't walk away just to go back to pain. You didn't fight for peace just to hand it back over. The real test isn't just walking away. It's staying away when the apology sounds tempting. It's knowing that not every sorry is a sign of change. Some sorries are just keys to old chain. You owe it to yourself to protect the peace you worked so hard to find. You owe it to your future to say no to a past that tried to destroy you. And you owe it to Allah to trust the guidance He placed in your heart. If someone truly wants to change, they won't just say it, they'll show it over time, with actions, with consistency, with truth. But if they only show up when you've moved on, if they only apologize when they lose access, that's not repentance, that's panic, that's control, that's ego trying one last time to win. Don't hand your heart back to someone who played with it. Don't silence your wisdom for the sake of memories. And don't let the fear of being alone drag you back into the arms of a liar. You have Allah, and with Him, you're never alone. You are being guided, guarded, and protected in ways you can't even see. This test, this apology, this moment, it's part of your journey, and how you respond will shape your future. Choose peace. Choose wisdom, choose faith. Let the apology pass, let your healing continue, and let your story be one of strength, not surrender. If you've made it this far, it means your heart is seeking truth and protection, and that is a gift from Allah. Remember, not everyone around you wants good for you, but Allah always does. Trust Him, ask Him for guidance, and He will never let you down. Stay alert, protect your energy, and never let evil disguise itself as kindness again.